Feng Shui for the living room. Feng Shui for the sofa. 1. The main sofa should not face away from the front door. When sitting on the sofa, you should be able to see the entrance to the room clearly without being directly in line with it. Note that the entrance to the room itself should also be kept clear in Feng Shui. 2. The back side of the sofa should be attached to the wall. If there is nothing behind the sofa, it means that there is no mountain, which is important in the concept of Feng Shui, and it will lose stability in relationships and good health. 3. A mirror shouldn't be behind the sofa. Many clients place a large mirror on the wall behind the sofa to increase the living room space to make it look bigger than it actually is. If you do this, the wall is likely to become empty in terms of Feng Shui, and any support at work will disappear. 4. Sit forward water star 891. In Flying Star Feng Shui, we are at the period of 8. 8, 9 and 1 star are auspices in the current period. There's a Flying Star Feng Shui principle. Sit on the mountain star and towards water star, which brings you prosperity. 5. Sofas and tables of appropriate height. It is not desirable if the sofa is too high and the table is too low or too large for the size of the room. It creates an imbalance in relationships. 6. Place 2 side tables next to the sofa. By placing them symmetrically, they show the balance and harmony. Feng Shui for electrical appliance. Do not place too many appliances on the right side of the living room. When you are facing towards the living room window, the right side means white tiger and should not be activated. There shouldn't be placed TVs, speakers, and Dysons, which activate white tiger. Put on the electromagnetic wave cut sheet. The impact of electromagnetic radiation is increasing every year, partly due to the widespread use of 5G. To protect your health, it's desirable to place electromagnetic wave protection. Feng Shui for the interior. It is strictly forbidden to display portraits of deceased celebrities. It is forbidden in Feng Shui to display pictures of actors and celebrities in the living room. This is because it will bring unhappy marriages to the children of the family. Avoid oil paintings. Oil paintings should not be displayed indoors as they will cause a headache for the family. Shouldn't be placed too many flowers. If there are too many flowers in the house, the flowers will flourish and the people will not. Don't hang pictures of women in the northwest. Married couples should not hang pictures of women in the northwest direction of the house. Flowers shouldn't be placed either, as northwest represents the husband, so pictures and drawings of women will stimulate his love life. Don't place pictures of men in the southwest. Using the same principle as described above, no male pictures or flowers should be placed in the southwest direction, which represents women. Otherwise, one of you will have an affair. Water tanks. If water is a favorable element in Bazoo, it is desirable to put an aquarium in the living room. If water is an unfavorable one, it is not recommended to place a goldfish. Don't have an aquarium that is too big. An aquarium that is too large will hold too much water, represents flood. The size should depend on the size of your living room. But aquariums such as taller than eye level of adults standing aren't desirable. Don't place any artworks incompatible with your zodiac signs. Many people like to place or wear Chinese zodiac ornaments or charms in their homes. But Feng Shui says that it is not desirable to place or wear incompatible Chinese zodiac objects. For example, if the dog is favorable zodiac in your Bazoo. If you place or wear a dragon, you will probably lose a nobleman who can help you. Feng Shui for the houseplants. The most important characteristic of houseplants is that they regulate the energy of a place. It can enliven or subdue the energy of a place. For example, in the corners of a room, the flow of qi is poor and bad air tends to accumulate. Placing plants in such places improves qi circulation. At the same time, houseplants can be used as feng shui tools. When placing houseplants indoors, the following 4 basic points should be observed. Place soil plants in the living room. Place hydroponic plants in the study or children's room, and soil plants in the entryway, living room, and kitchen between the sink and the gas stove. Avoid plastic pots. Excessive fire. If there's no choice to use plastic pots, cover the pot made of rattan or other materials. Do not place thorny plants. Do not place thorny plants such as aloe and cactus inside the house. They should be placed outside in the garden or on the balcony to prevent feng shui killing. Round-leafed houseplants are suitable for the living room. The houseplants with pointed leaves don't bring prosperity. Feng shui usage of houseplants. Feng shui measure for money leaking. In feng shui, a situation where the entranceway is connected in a straight line with a window or balcony is called a money-leaking house. And it is said that the qi of wealth leaks out from entrance to the window directly. To prevent this situation, a houseplant or a screen should be placed in front of the window to prevent the qi from leaking out. The cure for sharp corners. The sharp edges of the corners are called jianjiao. If they're in your sight, they are called video shar. Placing houseplants in front of corner will suppress the destructive qi emitted from the corner. Cautions when using houseplants as a feng shui measure. If your houseplants are dying, think a houseplant has served its purpose as a feng shui tool, and it's recommended to buy a new one rather than trying to revive it again. For this possibility, it is best to avoid overly expensive houseplants. Place houseplants in the money area. Houseplants should also be placed in the money position. The money area is a place where the qi of wealth fortune gathers. Today I would introduce 2 kinds of money area. 1. Ming Sui Wei. Ming Sui Wei is 45 degrees diagonal from the living room entrance. 2. Zi Bai Kai Wei. The second money area is obtained from the direction of the front door. There's a link for article attached in the description below, and please check the money area in your house. Other ways to use your money area. Besides placing a houseplant, placing several other feng shui items can be placed to increase prosperity. 1. Place feng shui auspicious items. For example, yuanbao, 3-legged frogs, and Japanese manakiniko would bring benefits for you. Pishu is a legendary animal, and said to bring wealth. Place them facing the outside of the window in pairs, they attract goods from outside into the house. 2. Place water in the direction of wealth. In the area of Chinese culture, a water tank or mini fountain is placed in the direction of fortune to collect the key of fortune. 3. Place crystal. Crystal is the most powerful cleansing stone. When placed in a money place, it makes the place more powerful. If you place it in a bad place, it will purify the bad air and evil spirits. Here are 3 types of crystals we recommend for the money area in your living room. Citron. It helps to increase wealth, career advancement, health around. Also known as suitable for businessmen, with the role of promoting wealth. White crystal. It helps memory enhancement, clarity of thought, emotional stability, good health. Feng shui measures against beam pressure. White crystal clusters or larger crystal pillars can be placed under the beam in the living room to resolve the beam pressure. Amethyst. Help love, marriage, beautiful and satisfactory. Balance physical fitness, wisdom, strengthen the memory, can calm and also help the relationship between the couple. Feng shui for flowers. In the case of fresh flowers, you can basically follow the following 3 points. Place a coaster under the vase. put a coaster or something similar under the vase to hold the qi of fresh flowers in place. Change water. Change the water in the vase daily so that the water in the vase does not stagnate. Keeps a good scent. If there is an unpleasant odor from fresh flowers, even if they are still in bloom, dispose of them. Fengshui lighting. Lighting not only brightens up a room and makes it more comfortable, it also plays a role in relation to property. If the light is bright, there is a lot of positive energy, which enhance your prosperity. In Flying Star Feng Shui, abundance and prosperity are represented by the letter Ding, which is the meaning of lighting. If the house is dimly lit, prosperity will stagnate. The shape of the lighting and the material it is made of and the place where it is placed can all have a positive effect on Feng Shui. To place the right lighting in the right place and with the right material, we can use the method of Flying Star Feng Shui. The lights will heat up and has a fire element in itself, so it is not advisable to place them in the position of 6 and 7 metallic star and 2 and 5 earthly star. The best place to put it is at 8, 9 and 1. Indirect lighting. In places where people are active, if there is no light and it is dimly lit, your luck will go down. It is also recommended to hang a sun catcher or light candles for 5 to 10 minutes a day. As for sun catchers, crystal ones are best, but Swarovski or glass ones are also acceptable. Plastic ones are not desirable. Feng Shui for air purifiers. Place air purifiers in air stagnation. No matter how much cleaning and ventilation you do, there are still air stagnation places where air circulation is poor, such as in the corners of a room. It is recommended to place air purifiers in such places to eliminate the stagnation of qi, which will improve the flow to the entire room. Place air purifiers in ChengMingJue. In China, where Feng Shui was born, old houses were covered on all sides by high walls, and it was said that where to open the door was very important and affected a family's fortune. ChengMingJue is the pointer of where to build doors. This location is not only the best place to make doors for our modern homes, but also can be used as a pointer to where to put air purifiers. Try checking the ChengMingJue of your house from the link below. Hang a wall art. Beautiful things, such as photographs and paintings, should be actively incorporated into interiors. Feng Shui recommends landscapes and still images rather than portraits and abstract paintings. Feng Shui for mirror. Mirrors shouldn't be facing the entrance door. The first rule of the placement of Feng Shui mirrors in living room is to avoid having a mirror that faces the entrance at any costs. When a mirror sees a new energy, it catches, and then reflected to its surroundings. The positive energy that enters through the front door does not spread into the house, but goes out directly. Use Feng Shui mirrors to improve the flow of qi. If you have some cramped up spaces in your living room, it is best to add Feng Shui mirrors next to it so that the qi energy in the room isn't blocked. However, if you add Feng Shui mirrors in the living room, always keep tabs on what is being reflected. The mirror should not reflect dirty items and any even fireplaces. Feng Shui for the clocks in the living room. Clocks are useful tools that tell us the time. But because of their various shape and their constantly moving nature, they can sometimes be used in some Feng Shui way. Hang on the Azure Dragon side. Clocks can be placed or hung on the Azure Dragon side and the southeast side of the dwelling. The left side of the living room is also suitable for placing clocks, as the Azure Dragon side is an auspicious place. In this case, the color of the clock should be green or blue, or square-shaped of wooden material. Shouldn't hang on the white tiger side. According to traditional Feng Shui, the white tiger side is a direction that should not be activated. So clocks with moving hands should not be placed on the right side of the dwellings. However, it can be placed or hung in the northwest part of the house, since this direction belongs to metal element. In this case, it is desirable to have a clock that is white or gold in color and round in shape. Don't hang on the black tortoise side. The direction of black tortoise should be quiet and should not be activated. Do not hang a clock directly above the sofa. People sitting on the sofa will be distracted and uncomfortable. Shouldn't hang facing the door. Clocks should be hung facing outward, such as a window. This is because clocks are also used to reduce feng shui bad influence from buildings outside. If there is a sharp object outside your window, use the clock along with other feng shui tools to protect you from the negative effect. If my channel is helping you, please subscribe to my channel.